right, to start with, I'd like to say thank you, everyone, for coming out here today. We didn't know how many planned for to be here, so, you know, as the fire chief, I'm tickled to death to see this turnout. This is a long time coming for us, and I don't think anybody can be more tickled than the fire chief to get a new fire station. You know, it's long overdue. You know, everybody knows we got a lot of growth coming at us, and this is just another side of that growth. Talking with the mayor, we got growth coming at us, so we got to prepare for that. And this is just one of the milestones in the fire service. You're planning for that growth. So, you know, opening here, thank you very much for being here. We got a few people that's going to speak here. We're trying to drag this thing out too long and get out of here because the sun, I can tell you right now, on my head, you know, it's rough. But anyway, thank you. And at this time, I'll introduce Commissioner Tippens to come in and speak. The chairman couldn't be with us today, so he's going to take the chairman's spot here, and he's going to guide us through this thing. Commissioner Tippens.
So I'd start off by saying nobody can take Chairman Stansel's spot. He has a gift with gab that I do not possess. So y'all bear with me. I prepared notes. So, you know, it's an honor to be here today in the heart of Talking Rock as we break ground on this project. I'd be remiss if I didn't thank all of our community volunteers, our volunteer firefighters, our paid staff, elected officials, partnerships with the city of Talking Rock itself. We simply wouldn't be here without everybody. And as most of you know, Talking Rock's got a proud tradition of volunteer firefighting. Our volunteers have been the backbone of our emergency response for years. And this is just the next step in that progression, right? Those volunteers aren't going anywhere. We need them, but we're trying to provide them more and more support as we move forward. This new station's not just concrete and steel, you know, it's a commitment to the safety of our well-being, our families, and the future of Talking Rock. For the first time, we're actually going to have a dedicated staff member in Talking Rock manning this station. So that's going to be more support for those volunteers. And if we can get our staff guy out there with an engine, those volunteers can flock in and help with manpower. On the whole, it's just a much cleaner solution. And of course, none of this would be possible without those volunteers. So we don't want to take you guys for granted. We're sincerely grateful for what you do. I'm going to throw my notes away. You know, Einstein said it best when he said a life lived for others is a life worth living. And I think those guys have lived that for a long time, and we're sincerely grateful for them. So we're excited about the future. We're excited about what this means for the community. And have you ever seen a politician that talks for less than 3 minutes? I'm your guy. So with that being said, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Marty Callahan. He's a state farm agent here in the city of here in Jasper, and he's going to tell us some stuff about what this means for the community.
Thank you. Insurance is part of my business, it's part of my family, part of my life, but everybody has to have it. In a fire department like this, it's going to make it much better. You're going to have better response. You're going to have more response, more people, more facilities, more equipment ready. So I'm going to be as short as Josh. Thank you for being here, and thank the county for putting this out there.
Thank you, Marty. We also have Miss Amberley, Godfrey, President and CEO of the Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you, Josh, and thank you, Marty. And thank everybody for coming today. And as Josh said, it's not just concrete and steel, it's safety. It's safety for the citizens, it's safety for the business community, it's safety for Talking Rock. It means a lot. And while most of us, if we see a fire, we're running away. Thank you to every public safety person here, especially the firefighters. Y'all run in. You put your life on the line for us. And to give you a building that you can call home and stay here, volunteer, staff, whatever, it's wonderful that the county is doing this for you because you put your life on the line for us, and we're grateful. When we have visitors come in the chamber and they think about moving here, they ask about healthcare, education, and public safety. And this is just going to increase that public safety part of why people look to come to Pickens County. And therefore, we have more workforce development, and therefore we have more businesses. So it's not just concrete and stone. It represents so much more. And I want to thank the county for your dedication to the people and the community.
Thank you.
Sure.
And I might say we saved the best for last, the closest anyway. Mayor James Bryant from the town of Talking Rock.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I love to talk, so bear with me. There's a lot of people to thank. So I've been on the council for Talking Rock since 2017, and when I first got on, I didn't know what was going on. I really don't know much now, but I I'd heard that there was an opportunity years ago to sell this property to the county to build a fire station. And for whatever reason, it didn't happen, which I was shocked, right? So when I became mayor and I was able to talk to the commissioner and see what we could do, I was super excited and thrilled. Rock, very small, third smallest city, I've been told, in the state of Georgia. And we need all the help we can get. Larry and his team have been phenomenal since I've been here, but they're very limited in their resources and stuff, and they try to do the best they can. And so God bless them. So having this opportunity and partnering with the county and the other municipalities to make this bigger and better as we grow, I really appreciate it. This is exciting part of this is that I have no responsibility, but I'm going to get to take the credit, because when someone drives down, they're going to be like, oh, Talking Rock's got a fire station. Yes, we do. But county and all these great volunteers, they're the ones that are the superheroes. They're the ones that's going to make stuff happen. So I'm super excited. There's so many people to thank, and I really appreciate it so much. We can't wait till this gets done. This is just one more stepping stone to improve our city, and then improve on the future of the town of Talking Rock. So thank you very much. And I appreciate it so much for everybody coming out. This is super amazing, and I'm just excited. And we are here, our council, we're looking forward to doing anything we can do to help make this happen. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All right. Chief, do you have anything else you want to add? You good?
I close it out. I guess.
I got one more line to close it with. Unless you look.
Joy's words. I was trying to make some notes. We're hoping to have a big grand opening next year when we open this thing and get into some of the history. So I didn't want to get into that today. But there's some folks here that really dates back to the beginning of the fire service in the county, and I would just wanted to point them out. Hopefully they'll be here with us next spring. Chief Keener, where you at? Right now he's the chief of the volunteers here in Talking Rock, and I seen Kenneth Aaron somewhere. He's with Jasper. These guys go back to the 70s. Kenneth, hold your hand up.
You can't hear you.
You might hold his hand up. Right there with the ball cap on. These guys, when we talk about, history and all, these guys, they go back to the 70s. I think I'm the only one left that's still in it today that can go back to the 70s. But I started at 15, so that don't count. Wow. Anyway, it'll be a big day. So, again, thanks for coming out today. I wanted to recognize them guys for being here. We do plan on staffing this station when it opens. We'll have a guy here, and then supported by the volunteers. We're going to keep growing with that. And I just wanted to close with, you see these guys in uniform. These guys are on duty today. If you haven't watched the news this morning and yesterday, DeKalb County lost a firefighter. We have several DeKalb firefighters that work for us. So I just want to bring that up and keep them, keep DeKalb and that family in your prayers. These guys are standing here today. They come to work today. There's a chance one of them might not go home tomorrow, and that's what happened to this guy. He came to work yesterday, seasoned, 20 years fire service, and, that's how dangerous the job is. So, you look at these guys, they don't know. That's how dangerous the job is. So, the better as the fire chief, the best we can make it for them. That's my goal. I'm not on the nozzle anymore. Or sometimes they'll take it from me if I try to get it. But anyway, my day is managing them and getting the best I can for them, and it's just part of that. Building a facility that these guys can look forward to come to work in and not dread coming to work in. When I worked in Cherokee County, we had a lot of volunteer stations that were never built to live in. But we wound up putting paid guys in those stations until we could build new stations. So this is part of that transition going from total volunteer to getting career folks in. And I'm all about volunteering. If you want to volunteer, we still support the volunteer. I'm big about supporting volunteers. So, I keep going and on. I'm going to save it all for the grand opening next year. So, somebody's got any questions? It's going to be, I forget the square footage on this. Our contractors are here. You go by Galloway Construction?
Yes, sir.
Galloway Construction. Hold your hand up. Your boys is hiding somewhere. They're here. They're going to be driving. A lot of thanks to our public works, where Kirk is. He's done the work that's already done right here, saving us some money. There's a lot of people involved, and we'll recognize everybody when we do that grand opening. A lot of players to make this happen. Include the city. It takes a lot coming together and make this happen. So, Fire Chief, I thank you for being here. And right now we can, see the sweat rolling off of me. So we can, get some people to help shovel the dirt and get it started. I do want to point out that shovel in the middle is for Amberley.
Thanks, Tim.
That's for you. Mayor, if you'd come up and help shovel some dirt.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect.
That's sufficient.
There you go. Awesome.
That's it.